everyone, this is Klinglebot bringing you episode 2 of Kamidori Alchemy Meister. Just finished our first quest, who we're going to turn in right now to Tien. It was the light pink dye versus his wine or something like that. So this is a good time to talk about evaluation, I guess. Basically, all I remember doing is it's something you need in order to progress in ranks, and it's never really a big issue, so there's no big point in worrying about it. Anyway, let's talk to you, Ayla. Let's put this on auto. This is an interesting scene. Just shows how bad Yuela is at being a shopkeeper. So one of the interesting things about this game is you can have your characters join you in fights on maps, or you can set them as a clerk in your shop and they will sell stuff for you. Except some characters are better at it than others, and this is basically showcasing an example as that. So basically, what goes on here is Wilfred tries to get Yuela to act like a shopkeeper, and it doesn't really work. And that's how it happens. Yeah, Yuela is just really ignorant in how social things work. So, not really a good idea. And might as well talk about this right now. This is the list above where the guild clerk is. That is where your list of people that are currently working as a clerk will show up. Service is basically how good they are at their job. 10 is really not that good. You'll get quite a few people that are a lot better at it. And sales, that's just how many things they have sold. Not really all that useful. Let's see. Where is it? Okay. Alright, there it is. Bottom right, under the HPS BFS, on the right side, it shows command and then service, and Yuela's happens to be 4. And Will's happens to be 24, which is weird since he can't actually manage the shop. So that's how that works. And I'll talk about command a little bit later on when it starts being relevant, since it does become a little bit of an issue later on. For right now, we're going to go back to the bar where Serawi is. And here's the liquor that your dye helped create. And there's Serawi. Basically, there's not a whole lot in that wine. There needs to be a little bit more to it. So I think what happens is you get another quest in order to fix that. Of course, Serawi, a lot better at being social than Yuela is, and to some extent Emelita. She's a lot more formal and polite and mature. Basically that kind of person in the group. That's just a little bit of idle banter about the wine. That's it. So yeah, it looks like we are going to get another quest for this one. Anyway, this is one of the alchemists you'll see throughout the game. And right now Wilfred just became an alchemist, so everyone's kind of looking down on him. But that'll change. Spoiler alert. Anyway, let's see what we need. for this quest. Let's go into the workshop and look. Don't know if you can see it there. Huh. I don't actually see it. That is a little bit weird. I'm still getting used to the game again. Well, let's just go and see this area. Got the sunlit clearing. It's gonna be a little bit different than the last one. I think this is where Emelita gets seen finally. Nope, that's Serawi again. So this is a little bit of a foreshadow. Something's a little bit weird about the forest. Otherwise, not a whole lot going on in this scene. Oh, there we go. Typical ecchi stuff going on. Nothing really much to comment on. Anyway, all that's really going on here is Emelita wants to join our party. So we're gonna have a second guard. And Emelita is basically a mage character. She's, I think she's roughly average until you go into her route. The way the routes work in this game is you basically power up the person whose route you are in, and then the others just kind of sit there. I mean, Emelita, she gets a lot of upgraded AoE abilities from what I remember. But otherwise, she pretty much just stays with pretty basic spells and attacks for the most part. I don't know, she's probably not going to be overly useful in this playthrough. The game's just telling us how we should play the game right now. Keep the mages in the back, that's pretty normal. They're teaching us all about the AoE attacks as well, which I will be using shortly here. I don't need to actually go through that. Alright. This is a dead end, yep. Alright, let's go over there. And this is how you use an AoE ability. Just click on the unit, click the spell, then click one of these white squares. That's it. And Emelita did not gain that much experience. You do not gain as much experience from an AoE ability as you would with a normal ability. So that's something to keep in mind. We're going to keep moving along here. So Yuela, not a trusting person. Fairly normal stuff. But Emelita is trustworthy. Spoiler alert. I'm gonna keep moving along the map. This is a much bigger one than the last one. And Yuela is already strong enough to just kill those in one shot. There we go. Might as well pick up this card. Oh, and Wilfred is poisoned. Well, let's take care of this guy. Of course, Emelita is also a higher level, so she is going to gain less experience for right now. Experience in this game is determined entirely by levels and whether you're using AoE or not. So if you're significantly behind in levels, you're going to get a lot of experience. If you're even, you're going to get some experience, and when you start getting even just one level beyond, you start drastically losing experience gained per kill or even just attack. So you do gain experience just from attacking, as you would have already seen by now. There we go. Got another monster portal down here. Let's just move over here. Oh. So this is interesting. So this is a little bit of foreshadowing. Not going to spoil the surprise right now, but this is one of the most important things that happens in the early game, so best keep an eye on that. Let's take out this monster portal first. Hopefully Amelita will be able to take care of herself up there. Although I do have my AoE ability back. Be able to do this. There we go. All of them are significantly weakened now. Oh, I need to heal Wilfred up. Bad thing about Wilfred and Yuela, they do not have any ranged abilities. I don't think either of them get any throughout the game either. Could be wrong. Let's just continue clearing out this map here. Oh, got this. You don't want to do that, what I just did. Oh, I did not actually mean to do that. Well, that's fine. You can just bring them right back. No big deal. Let's see what's in here. Oh, it looks like just another path through the level. So that's fine. Just clear out the rest of this room here. Just the ruins. There we go. I think there's one more harvest point in this square right here, so let's go towards that. This down here is water, so you need either be able to move through water or fly over it in order to pass it. And none of our characters naturally have the ability to do that. There are ways to give them the ability to move through various types of terrain, but don't have access to those yet. That comes a little bit later on. I think we have to kill this enemy in order to proceed. You do have your AoE available. Let's get Wilfred out of here first and then go wild. There we go. You're done. And did I miss something? I must have. Oh well. I'll be able. I think I know exactly where it is. So it'll be fine. Actually, I want Amelita and Yuela both over in this area. Because something is going to happen. A little bit of a spoiler, but I mean, come on, it's going to happen in like 2 minutes. Not a big deal. Ran out of fatigue points, so I'm going to have to use a couple of yellow fruits. Let's go over here. Let's keep on rolling here. There we go. And now the Reaper shows up. So originally they're a little bit confused, but she starts to figure it out. And there we go. The Reaper, as I was saying sometime in the last episode, she is one of those monsters that has their own presence on the map. She has her own color. So if she's the only one in a particular room, she will completely take over that room with her color. So this is the first instance of that shows up. You have to attack the Reaper once. Well, that's easy enough. As you can see, not going to do a whole lot. But we have to do it. And there we go. that's the end of that. Of course, not going to be able to get every single bonus in this run. I don't remember what the bonus 3 is, but the bonus 1 is always 100%. I'm pretty sure about that. I couldn't do that in this run. 20 evaluation for that, a bunch of stuff. Now we get a cutscene. So basically, this Reaper is way out of our league. Cannot do anything to it. Not even Yuela. She's a really strong swordsman. At least story-wise. Yeah, the Reaper is going to be an enemy for quite a while. It's an early game boss. Here's Serawi. I was a little bit wrong earlier, and when I said that Serawi's bad feeling was going to come in a lot later, I was actually thinking of something else. So it was actually this that she was thinking of. Then, basically, with her help, we're able to just run away, live to fight another day. Then that's about it. Then basically the rest of this conversation is Serawi joining us. So, not a whole lot going on. They're gonna go get some food, so I'm just gonna skip all this. Then, we're out of the prologue. Chapter 1, Growing Up. Also, Serawi was given a nickname, Serawi, so that's what I'm gonna call her from now on. Anyway, now it's going to tell us the areas that we have access to right now: Uedora Mine, Uedora Woodland, and Lake Shisetica. So that's cool. This is where things start to open up a little bit. You start getting some open-endedness to this game. So, that's a main quest you have to do. You have to go to the training ground in order, with all 4 characters in order to continue on. And yep, this is what I'm talking about. You need to have a certain amount of evaluation in order to get to the next rank. I'm already about 1/3 of the way to 450 evaluation. It's not really going to be an issue. I do have to upgrade my workshop and my store. I'll get to that in a little bit here. We got a lot of stuff going on here. Let's go to the manor first. Talk to Rosaria? Rosanna. Yeah. Wilfred has a little bit of a weird harem going on. Considering that alchemists usually work by themselves, having a Disnafrity swordsman, who's a foreigner, a lolly mage, and an elf as guards is a little bit out of the ordinary. There we go. Wilfred actually manages to outwit Rosanna, supposedly. I actually don't know what she is specifically thinking of right this moment. Alright, let's go see what Yuela wants. Ah, okay, this is a scene where Wilfred is trying to research Disnafrodian magic? Something like that. There we go. And Yuela just watches. Disnafrodian, there we go. Basically, there's a bunch of scenes of this throughout the game. Wilfred just looks through books, tries to learn stuff. Well, it just showcases how much work being an alchemist is. It's crazy. It does say he does spend like entire days doing this. So I would never be able to do that. Don't think I could ever just sit there and do research for an entire day. There we go. Yuela, just giving her opinion on how to create the sword. That's about it. Anyway, now we have events for both Serawi and Emelita. Let's see what Emelita wants. Oh, she's just fascinated by workshops. And that's about it. Not very interesting. Serawi just showing her age and wisdom from that age, primarily. Anyway, this is how you improve your workshop, your everything else. Basically, you just click on that remount button over there and click one of these. And in order to upgrade this, the workshop in particular, you need 1 clay and 220 santuero, which is the currency. The stuff up top, it just gives you more stats. I'll probably go to those a lot more later on. I'm not going to do that right now. But you need to upgrade the workshop, and you need to upgrade the store. I do not have a stone, so I cannot upgrade the store right now. Upgrade the yard, might as well do that. The room, can't do that quite yet. So I think I'll be able to, yes. Can make a fruit spice. So I'll be able to give that to Tien right away. First, I'm gonna save the game first off. I guess it would help if I actually saved. There we go. And let's go to the plaza. It's a good idea to save before choosing quests like this. Sometimes you will get timed quests, which are almost impossible to do if you don't prepare for it beforehand. This is Ella. She's she's a major side character. Not really too important outside of Emelita's quests, I know. I don't know if she is important in Serawi's quest at all. I have never done that one. But I know that for a few chapters she is a very prominent character in Emelita's. So there's that. And she almost never appears in Yuela's. Let's go to the bar. So they're going to talk about the Reaper here. Basically, the Reaper has been sighted in quite a few places, and we are the first people who are able to actually get away from it. So everyone's interested for a little bit, and then they lose interest. And Laguna and Will talk about it for a while. Shows that even though they're opponents, they are still friends, of course. There we go. Shows what kind of friendship they have. Basically, otherwise they just say they have to be a little bit careful from now on. And that's that. Let's go talk to Tien and turn in this spice. Gonna mix it into the wine. Oh, he's gonna give us materials too. Let's go get them. So we're gonna have 2 stone, clay, wood, and soil. Excellent. So let us expand the store and the room. There we go. So now we have level 2 of all the parts of our workshop. Actually, let's see if we can put anything in there. Oh, we have blacksmith tools, increases tools. That tools basically lowers the amount of stuff that you need in order to create items by percentage based on the amount of tools you have. So since my tools is set to 2, it's 2% off, and that's not really all that useful. It becomes useful once you get somewhere around like 70% or something like that, but until then, not too big. Nothing for the yard, and so a lot of these are pretty self-explanatory for the store. Space is how many slots you can have in each room. Upkeep is how much money a day you need in order to have it. Stock is how big a stack of each item you can have in the store. Sales is the percentage of the base price that you will sell things at. Attract is basically affects how many people are going to shop at your store. Or I guess sales and attract actually does that together. Prices is what affects the base price. I don't know how sales and attract specifically work, but that's the basic gist of that one at least. Let's see. Anything interesting? Could build a buckler. Don't think that I really want to do that though. Any of these I really want to get? 1-1 tools, nothing. No, knowledge is interesting. You really want to only build that in bursts, since you need a specific amount of knowledge to unlock recipes. But after that, it doesn't do anything, so nothing too interesting right now. Particle board, I'll go into that later. Actually, I'm going to stop this part here. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you all next time.